CP the artist in the house. All right. Here to talk about this woman's response to dating an older man. She's a 32-year-old model, and she dated an older man for a few months, and she had some things to say that I totally disagree with. So I think I want to break down her perspective on things and interject mine, because I'm an older man that dates younger women. Not too young. Legal, of course. She's gorgeous. She's my type. Caribbean, beautiful hair, beautiful looks and features. But this is a warning for men who want to date younger women, because even though you get in the beauty and awe and fun and all this other stuff, they do come with a lot of baggage. And let's break it down.
Story time. I'm officially single after dating a man for 5 months who was 20 years older than me. And that was the first time I ever dated an older man. And these are the things I did not pay attention to that you should pay attention to. And these are the pros and cons of dating an older man. Number one, I did not pay attention to the fact that he was not a man of God.
That should have been in the first conversation. Every woman I talk to, they get whether I'm a man of God or not. Or I will get if they are not a woman of God or not. Within the first few conversations, whatever. That should be an automatic red flag if that is very important to you. And Miss Wong, I seen your Instagram profile and everything, and this is no disrespect to you because you're a gorgeous woman. Your profile doesn't say woman of God, Miss, thirst trapaholic. But let's continue what she has to say. But it seems like, you've been with this guy for 5 months and he's not a man of God, but you quote unquote get into a relationship with him. Sounds suspicious.
And if you're a man of God, you will submit to God, therefore I can submit to you.
I hate this. This goes a lot in Christian YouTube and a lot of false Look, if you are a woman of God, you will follow God. And if you meet a guy, whether he's following God or not, you just won't be attracted to him. Point blank, period. There's millions of men that follow God, that they are going to be single for the rest of their life. You want to know why? Because for certain women, they don't got the riz, they don't got the finances, they don't got the toughness, whatever. I was talking to a Christian girl a couple of weeks ago, and she told me, there was just men that weren't, she was attracted to in the church. Wonder what it was. Maybe because they didn't have enough riz or something. I don't know. But let's continue.
If you are not submitted to God, then you're probably submitted to your ego, your need for validation, the fact that you have trauma and things are unresolved. You don't really have a moral compass, etc.
This sounds like projecting, because this lady right here, if you look at her profiles and you hear the content that she portrays to have, she's not that moral. But, it seems like projecting to me, which happens with a lot of people.
Some of the benefits of dating an older man are they usually understand women more. They usually have great communication skills, humor. They understand that we want commitment quickly. They understand what we want. And financially, they're usually more sound, more savvy. They may have more experience.
Ding, 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 ding. This is the real reason why she was with that older man. 20 years her senior, okay? The financial aspects is very important, right? Because men her age, in the 30-ish area, whatever, they're not making the money that a woman like her is going to, want. A woman like her that probably wants a nice lifestyle, want to take trips, whatever, want to, have a husband that, number one, is going to provide for them. If she does, have kids with him and so on, give her the lifestyle that she actually wants. Most likely it's going to be an older guy.
I did learn a lot with business. I did learn a lot with conducting myself in certain environments, putting myself out there, pitching emails, whatever, etc. I did learn a lot in that regard, and I'm grateful for that.
One thing an older man will do, and this is how I ruined my relationships with younger women, is that we can be pushy. We see what you want, and we, unfortunately, will push a woman out of her comfort zone. And this is something that I I messed up in my relationships with younger women is that I became too pushy because they had goals, they had dreams, and I'm we are the type to push you along. And that could be breaking a boundary. I'm not gonna lie. That could be breaking a boundary, pushing a woman into, even if she wants these things in her life, as an older man, we want to provide knowledge and how to do it. And we could be pushy with that knowledge. And we're gonna say things that we shouldn't be saying to you, but let's go.
Also, the love bombing is going to be a lot less noticeable. The love bombing may be so literally coming with exactly what you want on his back to give to you.
But you accepted the love bombing, the quote unquote love bombing, because we know a girl like you, right, is going to take those trips, are going to take those gifts. But when the situation is over, it's called love bombing, right? But he was giving you all that you were looking for, but all of a sudden it's love bombing. You see, this is the thing that I can't stand, and this is the hardest thing for me to admit, because it's a struggle where I'm trying to work on myself and the things, how I interact, and to make sure that they don't come off narcissistic or manipulative or XYZ, because they will turn this around and say that you're narcissistic, you are abusive, you are XYZ, and they are gray areas to all these things, right? So when people use language like this, and this is why we should really seek professional therapists and stop using therapy language like quote unquote love bombing, when you are a 34-year-old woman that you have knowledge of what love bombing is, because I'm guarantee you all her life, as beautiful as she is, she's been sent gifts, she's been said a whole bunch of things, and either she accepted them or not, she knew what she was getting into. And for 5 months, I don't even think by definition this is quote unquote love bombing. But anyway.
Traveling, fun, excitement, whatever it is, he hears you, he knows what you want, and he will give it to you in a way that will just seem so genuine and authentic.
Whoa. But you took it. You enjoy those trips. You enjoy those gifts, right? What is the difference? Tell me the difference.
Because the acting is next level. They've been doing it for a long time. An older man knows exactly what to say, what to do to make you feel good. This man used to pull out my chairs. This man used to look out for business opportunities for me. This man was consistent for the most part, but that is called being considerate. Pulling out your chair. How's pulling out your chair all of a sudden a love bombing thing? Make that make sense to me. Listening to what you want, caring for, what is a man to do? Do the opposite? Don't pull out your chair. Don't take you on trips. Don't give you dates, right? Don't teach you about business. Don't know what your wants and needs are and applying to those, whatever, because all of a sudden now it's manipulation. Really? Now it's manipulation, because you are not a little girl. You are a woman, like Keith Sweat once said. You are 32 years old. 34. Sorry. She was born in 1992. Right? You have no excuses to make, young lady. Right? On being manipulated. You are in your 30s. Stop. You're not 18 years old. I can understand if she was 18 years old and naive, and was not around the block, whatever, I would give it to her. But no, at 34 years old, you don't get this pass. There was another side to him that if he was angry or he was frustrated or he's going through a hard time, that side of him took over. And unfortunately, relationships are not made by the good times. You do not know someone until you see them sad or angry or upset or in grief or in pain. Are they able to get through that hard time? Do they turn to you or away from you when life starts lifing?
I'm glad you say that, because in my former relationship, life started to happen. So with this woman, I loved her, but I'm going to be honest with y'all and be transparent. I was a jerk. The worst of me came out because money was getting low. And my pride and my ignorance broke up that relationship because I was holding so much in. My anxiety was creeping up. My depression was creeping up. And I couldn't tell her that, babe, in a few months we are going to go broke. And yeah, and guess what though? In my defense, that happens to every relationship. That happens in every marriage. I don't know any person who is head and the sole owner of the financial responsibilities of the future of the family or the person that they love, whether they're going to sink or swim. It's not going to feel some anxiety. They're not going to be happy all the time. That's no excuse for things that I've said, to my ex. I apologize to her for that. And if you feel uncomfortable as a woman or as a man in a situation where that you're not able to talk it out and so on, and there's no unresolved issues. I mean, the issues can be resolved. Then you should go. You should go. But a couple of videos earlier, Miss Jess, she had a different perspective on this. Let's hear what she got to say.
Relationship is not going to be the length of the honeymoon stage or finances or love. It's going to be communication, conflict resolution, trauma, healing.
Ooh.
Are both parties willing to admit when they're wrong and take accountability? Are both parties willing to look in the mirror and really see where they have blind spots? Two people can be so compatible, so loving and amazing and beautifully in love, but if they get into an argument and all of a sudden respect is thrown out the window, all of a sudden they clam up, one person stonewalls, one person runs away, one person doesn't even know how to communicate, there will be no longevity. That relationship is going to be doomed to fail.
Agreed.
So the best thing that I have done and the best thing I recommend is to work on your EQ, your emotional intelligence. I have a book right now called Emotional Intelligence 2.0. No, this is not an ad, so don't report me, but it's really helpful and enlightening, and it helps me to realize what are the main facets that we can work on. What does somebody with high emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-regulation, relationship awareness, relationship management, what does that look like? And vice versa. What does it look like on the lower end of the spectrum? How can you do that inner work and heal so that you don't project insecurities or you are assessing a situation based off of a past occurrence? How can you both learn to come together in the face of pain and heartache? Because it's gonna happen. Life be life, and there's no way to get around it. But how can you both look to each other to get through it instead of looking away? And a lot of us have a lot of pain that's been recycled and regurgitated from family and friends, lovers, etc. We have work to do. So I'm not saying that other issues won't arise, but in my experience, if you do not know how to get through a difficult conversation with your partner, maybe wrap it up. Wrap it up. It ain't gonna last.
Wow. Seems like she got it right. Seems like, if hard times come and, you gotta talk it out. But let's see what she did in her relationship of 5 months with an older man.
Do they turn to you or away from you when life starts lifing? Unfortunately, this man turned away from me when things got hard, and I'm the kind of person that loves myself enough to walk away even if I'm in love with you. So if you're dating an older man, or man in general, pay very close attention. In time, give it time. Do not rush it. Do not rush into commitment, even if he's pushing you into commitment because you feel good. Oh, I finally found a man who wants to settle down quickly. That's not a good thing all the time. Sometimes they want to hold you real quick, bait you in real quick. Take your time to truly see him in all of his essences. Don't settle too quickly. even if you're in love, even if you're smitten, even if you feel like this is your person, okay? Take your time.
I agree with her. I agree with her on that last part. However, what she didn't tell you was when her old man was going through his hard times, she bounced. Look, if you live in America, you know that everybody's going through economic hardship. And this man was going through an economic hardship, and she bounced during that economic hardship. So in one video, she says, oh, you got to work it out because those hard times will come. Then she says in another video, when those hard times come and, I try to go to him and love him and this and that. And he walked away and da 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 da. And that's when I was out. She broke up with him. Tells me that she doesn't really want to go through hard times with anybody that is financially going through a hard time. Because I'm sure Mr. Old Man, because this is what most younger women do to unwise old men, they ask them for things. If they're not living together, he will pay her mortgage or her rent or her phone bill or her car note. These are the things that many older men are doing for younger women, unfortunately. And when those things were putting pressure on him and then those hard times come, because financially everybody goes through hard times, maybe he couldn't do it anymore. That's when she started to look at her other options. Because I guarantee you, this woman over here, she didn't give up her options. Because I remember when she was saying that, how much she was in love and going out with this guy, right? She never posted him. This is a relationship, but she never posted him in the 5 months, not even one look on who he was as a person. But she talked about him a lot. But never posted him. And this is one that she claimed is in a relationship with. But the truth of the matter was, she kept her options open. Because look, she's gorgeous. There's no doubt about it. This woman is gorgeous. She's absolutely stunning. But she's a manipulator. She wants a man that is going to give her a lifestyle and give her what she wants. So she could sit on her pretty behind and do absolutely nothing and spend his money while she makes her money. But with all that said, hopefully this is a lesson for you older men dating younger women, or any woman that is very beautiful that's probably with you for your money and what you could give them, And it's also probably a lesson to people in relationships that when you go through hard times, don't take it out on people, whatever, and be with people that you know how they're going to interact during hard times, and be honest with yourself also. Anyway, CP the Artist, peace out.